Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. This is day 2 of the WPA Players Championships. We have a bit of a treat here with this match. Both of these gentlemen lost their first match yesterday. We have a consolation event for the first 32 players that were knocked out of our Stage 2 single elimination tournament. There is a second chance tournament, if you will. We're calling it a consolation event. Our first feature match of the day between Jason Shaw and Jeffrey DeLuna ended rather quickly, so it gave us an opportunity to bring you folks another match. This is going to be a race to 5. Single elimination. The loser is done. The winner will move on to the second round of this consolation event. I'm joined again in the booth by my good buddy Jason Kane. Jason, it's always a pleasure, sir.
Thanks, Ben. Yeah, we've got a good match here. Waleed Majid from Qatar versus Niels Feijen from the Netherlands. As we were saying, it's a race to 5. Alternate breaks. Loser is out. Winner stays in the consolation event and is in the money.
Pretty cool way they set this up. If you win one match in either tournament, whether it's the Stage 2 main event or the consolation event, if you win one match, you are guaranteed money. So of the 64 players total involved, 16 will leave empty-handed. The other 48 are guaranteed to make some sort of money.
Kept a good cue ball there. However, no, made the 5. Got on the 1. The Terminator looking good here.
Excellent break by Niels Feijen. Has a nice friendly nudge, as my friend Carl would call it. Pocketing the 5 on the break and nudging the 1 into perfect position to get rack number 1 started.
This is excellent that we get this bonus coverage.
Yeah, I'm thrilled. I have a tremendous amount of respect for both players. Niels has been one of my favorite players for forever. I was telling Carl last night if there was one person that I could opt to duplicate their mechanics, it would be this gentleman right here.
Niels lost his first match yesterday to Corey Dool from the USA, 7-2, I believe.
That's exactly right. I was just about to touch on that.
Ah.
You took the words right out of my mouth, sir. I didn't get a chance to watch any of that match, so I would imagine Corey is in top form right now if he's beaten Niels by a score line of 7-2. Anything can happen in these shorter races.
Waleed, oh, sorry.
Go ahead, Bill, go ahead.
Waleed, I was just going to say, Waleed Majid, he lost his first match to Pin Yi Ko, 7-5. So a close match there against one of the best players in the world, Pin Yi Ko.
Very, very close. Niels Feijen wastes no time breaking and running rack number 1, making a very early statement. We've seen time and time again how important the rack and break is in this tournament. If you caught the last match, there was a brief little interview with the winner of that match, Mr. Jason Shaw, who alluded to that as well, stating that DeLuna was breaking excellent but not getting a shot on the 1 ball, and also stating that he was breaking excellent as well, but he was gaining that shot on the 1 ball, and he said that that is what he believed to be the deciding factor. So we've seen it time and time again, the break playing a very crucial role. I've not yet got to see Waleed play in this event, so I'm anxious to see how he breaks, opting to break off the bed of the table rather than the side rail. Wonder if he plays a cut break. Yes, he did. I believe he was attempting to play the 1 ball to the right side pocket.
Nothing down. Looks like Niels may only have a safety or bank shot. I'm not sure if he can cut this one in or spin it in. We will find out. I mean, Niels obviously a legend of the Mosconi Cup.
Yes, he is.
He also has won numerous tournaments, 2013 World Pool Masters. He was a 2008 Straight Pool World Champion, and many, many others.
We could spend this whole match time talking about Niels' resume. It is one of the best in the world. From the Netherlands.
Beautiful shot. He could cut it in with a little spin. Beautiful.
Stuns the cue ball out toward the center of the table. Forward position in the upper left for the red 3 ball. He may be looking for an extension or for a rest. I think he's going to have a little bit of a stretch here for this 3 ball.
Actually, watching the Mosconi Cup, I don't think Niels has been on a team. Definitely not last year. I think he was injured, maybe. Is that possible?
I know he was injured the year before.
Was it the year before?
He had a tennis elbow or something along those lines. He had a surgery or two, and then I believe he came back and won like the World Pool Masters the 6 months after he had gotten out of surgery or something along those lines.
Anyway, it's not the same without Niels. When you think of Mosconi Cup, you think of players like Niels Feijen and Darren Appleton. But there's so many top players to choose from. So many are going to miss out as well.
We saw Darren Appleton defeat
a miss there.
Thorsten Homan yesterday in the first round.
A big miss.
So now our first opportunity to see Mr. Majid run a few balls, get his back arm loose, see if he can build a little confidence here in rack 2.
You try to bump into those balls and stop for the 5, miss them all together and go out of line here. And Niels in that previous shot got out of line, unforced error, causing the miss. Oh.
Watch out 9 ball.
Just
Watch out
a
9 ball.
bit outside.
Ooh, he almost did make that 9 ball. Niels not wasting any time. Taking the obvious 6-9 combination and gladly stealing a rack from Waleed.
A couple of big mistakes from both players in that game.
Yes,
Unexpected as well.
Yeah, that positional error from Waleed proved pretty bad for him in that case.
And in such a short match, that could cost you the match sometimes. Mistake.
Yeah, and we saw Neil break and run rack number 1 too, so if he repeats what he did in rack 1, Waleed is in a very bad spot right out the gate here. Our next matchup, feature matchup on this table, will be at 2 p.m. Pacific, which is about 50 minutes from now.
Park the cue ball.
Absolutely.
Oh, made 3
Magnificent
balls.
break.
Thank you very much, he says.
Lovely break. Perfect position on the 3. Perfect angle to get up on the 4. It is all good for Mr. Feijen right now. As I was saying before, that magnificent break shot, our next feature match in stage 2. Take place about 50 minutes from now. That's going to be another excellent match. Mika Eminen versus Jeffrey Ignacio. Mika, one of the 48 that were invited. Jeffrey Ignacio earned his spot via qualifiers.
We saw Mika yesterday win a match on a TV table.
Yes, we did. I believe he was down 2-0 or so. Came back and won that one.
I commentated that match, and I still can't remember who he played. I'm thinking, who did he play?
Yeah. I'm drawing a blank at the moment as well, too.
I was commentating.
Niels in excellent position here.
Yeah.
A couple of options. I think he'll kind of pound this ball in and stun it back out with a little draw.
He might just float stun.
Could do
Kill
that.
stun. Oh, he did your option. Got me there.
I'm not right too often.
Beautiful shot. Beautiful out by Niels. And if you heard a little commotion in the background, Carl Boyers has entered the building. Now, what's been happening over the last few days, when he enters, you hear some noise. It's ladies fainting. They're fainting. And what we've done today is when a lady walks in, they have the option of wearing like a cycling type helmet because of, insurance purposes. So you'll see in the audience ladies sitting with cycling helmets on. So if they faint, they don't, get hurt too much. It's unusual, but we have to explain that. Anyway, Carls will be up on the mic in a minute for the next match. I can be a little funny because Vincent isn't listening right now, so I'm getting away with it. Our producer, he doesn't like me being funny. Meanwhile, Waleed Majid made a ball on a break.
He made two.
Oh, made two balls. He's got a bank or safety. I think I'm going to fire this bank in. Might as well give it a go. And he didn't fire, and that's why he missed. Got to fire that in, shorten up the angle. He just lagged it in. Didn't leave Niels much. Niels going to be looking for a safety opportunity here.
Folks, my apologies. It's actually Mika Eminen versus Johan Chua.
Oh, he beat Ignacio yesterday. Is that why I was confused?
Yes, I apologize.
You know what? I was like, I thought he played it. That's what was going through my head. That's why. I'm getting old, but.
Yeah, he played Ignacio. That's the one that we commentated on. So.
Okay.
Johan Chua and Mika Eminen will be facing off on our stream table next. 2 p.m. Pacific time here in Las Vegas. I would expect Niels to play some sort of a safety shot here. There's nothing really too aggressive on offer. But the safety's no bargain either. He's elevated. And he's got some distance to travel. I kind of like just crossing the two, trying to thread it between the 6 and 9, leaving it down table, leave the cue ball up table, kind of toward the upper right corner pocket.
I think he's banking the cue ball to the left, and he's playing the 2 ball between the 3-7. And he isn't.
I think he went for the bank. I think he went all out for the
bank shot. Oh, yeah,
he
did.
Shot.
Yeah, two-way.
That was a great two-way shot there.
Yeah.
Excellent position on the 3 ball had he pocketed that deuce as well.
That was a good shot. Good speed for the two-way.
That was an educated shot there.
Do or die time for Waleed. Got to kick this in or kick it safe somehow. Kicking in though. Oh, hitting at a slow speed again. I don't like it. Do not like hitting it so slow like that. Oh.
You hit it first and then again, right? It's good hit. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good hit there.
See Niels verifying that it was a good hit.
Another big opportunity for Niels.
It's better to clarify with your opponent than to just assume that it's ball in hand. Had he picked that up, that would have been a foul on Niels.
Niels looking where he wants to be for his next shot. And I was saying earlier, for amateur players out there, instead of just getting down and shooting the 2 and thinking, oh, I just want to be over there somewhere in the open, walk around, have a look on the table, use the diamonds as a guideline of where you want to be, and it's a much better way of playing position.
Yeah, always good to try to find some sort of reference point or points. You might find something on the wall across the room that you can aim at. You might find a piece of chalk, a marking on the table. Could be anything, but a lot of times when you can use some sort of an aiming point, it can help use those to your advantage. The diamonds are also, like you said, excellent points of reference. The diamonds on the edges of the table. Could have done with being a little bit closer to the 3. Good shot nonetheless. I think if he plays this to the lower right with any kind of stun or top, he's bringing the 9 ball into play. He may just opt to draw to your upper left rail as you're looking at the screen. Back between the 6 and 8, putting the cue ball similar to where the 3 ball is now. Oh, he went above it. Wow, he got into that ball very good.
Yeah, he hit that sweet. You'll see that was a good shot earlier of Niels' cue action and how far off his chin the cue is to the side of his face and chin. You'll have a look at that later. That's one of his signature things. I always look at that. You'll get a better angle when you see him shooting straight on to see that. Nice shot.
Nicely judged. Easy to get yourself in trouble on that shot. He gauged it very nicely.
Here, you'll get a good action here. Look at his cue off to the side.
It's about the opposite of Mr. John Mora. Both players favor one side, one eye heavily over the other.
Nice angle here. Could use maybe a little bit more angle, but he's okay. And that's too hard. Oh no, it goes in the side. He's perfect. Side or corner. These 2 balls to get Niels on the hill. Oh, it's a little tighter. It's tighter when you're looking from this angle.
That's a great angle right there from our camera crew. Thank you, guys. Give us a little perspective as to how tight of an angle this really is into that side pocket. He may elect to go up table. And he has
Nice shot.
done so very nicely. So what appeared to be a routine easy shot in the side pocket kind of fooled us a little bit. Niels opted for what appeared to be a more difficult shot, gaining himself excellent position and putting himself on the hill, leading 4-0 over Waleed Majid in this race to 5. The loser is done for the event. The winner will move on to round 2 of this consolation event.
And for those of you that follow the Fargo ratings, Waleed Majid is a 740, 740. Niels Feijen is a 806. So Niels on paper was a favorite by 66 points.
See if Niels could park the cue ball again. He's been 2 for 2 on that so far.
Made 2 balls so far. Wow.
2 to the 4, Jason.
Yeah, 2 to the 4. And it could be night for Waleed Majid. We haven't seen a best of Waleed Majid in this match, in this short match, but he's an excellent player. 2015 World Pool Masters, he finished 5th. In the 9-ball, 2014, in the World 9-ball, he finished 9th. So he can beat anyone. He's just having a bad match this match.
Not exactly certain if this will be the last rack of the match or not, but I would like to take a moment to thank our host location, Griff's Billiards here in Las Vegas. We do want to say thank you to How Tips, Predator Cues, the Rio Hotel and Casino, CueSports International, the WPA, Master Chalk, Diamond Billiard Products, these beautiful new Cyclop Hyperion pool balls, and this lovely green Andy 988 cloth that we've got on all these 9-foot diamond tables for the event. We have seen one or two, I think maybe only one mistake from Waleed.
No, he's made a couple.
Couple of them, but we've also seen nearly perfect pool from Niels. He's missed 1 or 2 balls, but his break has proven to be a factor nonetheless. I'm not going to say the deciding factor, but his break has been extremely beneficial for his camp in this match, and he's 4 balls away from shutting out Waleed. Nicely controlled 3-rail position on the 8 ball. That is going to be all she wrote.
That's it.
Waleed concedes. In 22 minutes, Niels Feijen defeats Waleed Majid by a scoreline of 5-0 in our Consolation event here at Stage 2 of the WPA Players Championships. I'm joined by Jason Kane. My name is Ben Sutherland. We will be back for our feature match in 38 minutes. We'll see you soon. Thank you.